Welcome back to James Haven Homestead, you guys. It is spring here on the homestead officially, and today is a gorgeous spring day. The rest of the week is probably not going to be like this. We're expecting rain and back to the 30s probably for the weekend. And those are my camera, you butt. Anyways, it's going to be back in the 30s by this weekend, and that is why actually we're making this video to tell you that we have babies due this weekend. So with spring, that is one of the biggest things for us in spring, other than getting things ready for gardening, is baby goats coming. So we actually we bred 5 goats this fall, and we know for sure that 2 are pregnant because they're far enough along to feel babies kicking, and there's other signs that you can see. We had 1 that absorbed babies, so most likely she was pregnant but then reabsorbed the babies. That can happen. And then we have 2 that just aren't quite far enough along to see signs to know for sure if they're pregnant. We decided not to do blood tests to check for pregnancy this year, just because it was easier and we just watch and see what happens. None of them went back into heat, which is a good sign that they are pregnant. Anyways, thought we'd show you a couple of things that we're looking for now with our does that are due this weekend, to see things that we watch for, just signs of coming labor and everything. So, what do you want, huh? Ira here is due in exactly 1 week, and some of the things that we really watch for, usually in the last week or 2, their size will really sink in the back, which basically means just that the babies have dropped. Goats are going to knock down my camera. Something else that we always watch for is their udder. In the last little bit, their udder will start filling up some more a lot of times. A lot of times right before they give birth, the udder will really fill up. It's not a guarantee, but it happens a lot of times. One of the other things that we really pay attention to are their ligaments. The first time, if you're having baby goats for the first time, usually the first time it's really hard to know what you're feeling for. They run right in the back here between their tail and the bone. They'll be really hard, especially when they're not pregnant, and then towards the end of pregnancy they'll start getting kind of gushy, and then when they're going to give birth, probably within the next 24 hours, they'll be gone. Basically they'll feel like they're gone. It'll just be all mush back there. The best way to learn what they feel like is just to start at the beginning when they first get pregnant, to feel them, and then when you have a goat who's in labor, to feel them again, and then next time you'll know what you're looking for. Another thing that we watch for is their back end will obviously be swollen. That can be, though, for a while, sometimes as much as a month before. Also, discharge can be a sign of labor, but clear discharge can start sometimes a month or 2 before. If there is an amber colored discharge, it means that they are in labor. So that's another thing that we watch for. What exactly are you doing, Sasha, huh? What are you doing, Nut? You got yourself in the middle of this pile? You're in the middle? The goats love bark. These are sumac branches, and they love to eat the leaves and the bark off of them. Because it's spring, we don't have very much growth. Right now, they're just chewing on all the bark. We cut a couple branches for them. What do, you Nut? Huh? One of the other things that a goat will do when they are going to be giving birth soon is they like to separate themselves kind of from the herd. Sometimes it can start a couple days before, a little bit, and then when they're going to give birth soon, a lot of times they'll kind of go off into their own space, whether it's in the barn where everyone else is still out in the pasture. So that's another good sign to watch for if you're waiting for babies. We have dates on all of our goats because we brought them to the bucks. We did not leave the bucks in with them, so we at least have a good window of when they're due. So that's always really helpful if you're watching, but if you have no idea, these are good things to watch for too. Other things sometimes with goats is they can get really moody the closer they are to giving birth, and also they can become opposite of what they normally are. So if you have a really friendly goat, they might suddenly become really standoffish and not want attention, or sometimes it can be the complete opposite, where one that normally would not like to be by you would suddenly want your attention and want to be by you. When we watch on the cameras at night, things that we obviously watch or listen for are for obvious contractions. Goat contraction you can usually see in their tail. When they have a really bad contraction, their tail will actually basically flip up to their back and then go back. So it's like kind of like a, ouch, stop biting me. Like their whole tail will go up and they'll arch kind of. So that would be something we would watch for on the camera. Otherwise, usually they don't make a lot of noise. Most goats don't make much noise during their actual labor until they're actually giving birth. And then some goats don't even do that, but some will actually start screaming when they do. And so we have the monitor so that we can listen for that as well in the night. Once she is closer, probably within a couple days of her due date, we will actually probably get up in the night and check the cameras every once in a while, just to make sure that we are out here when they give birth. Because last year, Ivy in particular had a baby that was backwards, and so it was stuck. You can go back and watch that video if you want. It don't show the whole birth because of the fact that we had to try to get that baby out. So we want to make sure we are out here when she gives birth, and so that we know when we have to step in, if we have to step in sooner. Always good things to remember is every goat's going to be different. Every birth is going to be different, so you have no idea what's going to happen. But just to be prepared for whatever it is, and always know if you need to call a vet, have numbers ready or whatever. This year we're going to be having our goats probably give birth actually in our milking room. We are not currently milking a goat because we had pregnant goats. You should always stop milking your goats at least within 2 months of their due date, so that they have a chance to build up the energy and feed their babies and not have to give it all to milk. So we're going to be cleaning this out this week, getting this ready for babies. We have stalls in here as well, but because we have a wide variety of goats right now in sizes, we thought this would be the safer place and easier place for them. Another thing that we'll be doing this week is getting our birthing kit, our birthing box ready. If you want to check out the video for that, I did a video showing everything that we usually keep in our birthing kit. So we will be getting that together and ready, making sure we're not missing anything that we might have used last year and didn't replace, and just getting that all ready so that we will be ready when babies come. Other than that, we just have to wait and see what happens. Usually this time of year, whenever we have babies coming, we lose quite a bit of sleep because of the constant checking on cameras or coming out to the barn. The cameras can kind of trick you sometimes. Last year we had one time where we were waiting for babies. Then we saw on the monitor, it looked like a little black baby or something out on the ground. So we came running out to check, and it was a pile of goat poop. So sometimes when you have tired eyes and you're checking monitors at night, it can mess with your mind a little bit. So we'll see when it comes time for baby videos. You'll probably see tired faces from us all. But yeah, we're excited. We're waiting for these babies, and can't wait to share them with you guys. So hopefully we can catch the births on video. It'll all just depend on how fast they go and when they are born. So anyways, keep an eye out for videos. In the meantime, just check out our other videos. You can watch Esme. You can watch Ivy's birth video. Yeah, so hope to see you guys again soon and have some babies to show you. All right, see ya.